So your character's relationship in this film is kind of crucial to the plot of the jumping off point. It's like where it starts. Yeah. So can you tell me the backstory about that, of your characters and how they affect the plot of the film?
I'm I guess the most wanted hitman in the world, and they've been trying to capture me or track me down for a while. And somebody finally figures out the best way to get a hold of me is to grab my wife and lock her up. And when they do that, I turn myself in so that I can get her. Well, not necessarily turn myself in. They kind of captured me because I was coming to see what they
You
said.
let them capture
They
you.
said you'd been in an accident, and I came to see about you, and they got me.
And we see the origin story of your meeting, which isn't the typical sort of meeting of...
Well, it's, love at first sight. You know, when people talk about love at first sight, it always kills me when people say that. It was love at first sight. You didn't talk to her or anything. You knew immediately you were going to love that person, no matter what comes out of their mouth or no matter, how their breath smells or
but
whatever.
This was love at first sight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was, but...
Yes, I was a waitress in a bar somewhere in Latin America, and he's there doing dangerous business, I'm sure. And somebody decides to get a little cheeky on me, and I kick their ass. And he just sits there and watches me.
Like I said, the most beautiful violence I'd ever seen in my life. That was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Did that take a lot of training, that scene, the fight sequence?
No.
Or are you already an amazing fighter?
I kind of am, maybe. Yeah. Yes, I was. No, it didn't take any training because I didn't. I was not gonna do it. I decided not to do it because I've injured myself a lot in the past, and I thought I had learned from my mistakes. Apparently, I didn't, because then on the day I just couldn't help myself. The ego kicked in, and I just had to be one of those people, wait a minute, I can still do this, still operative word. And so I did it, and I injured myself again afterwards, not too bad, but just I was really sore. But I didn't practice before.
It's a very funny film. What attracted you to it initially when you got the script?
I was attracted to the fact that in the middle of this action movie, there was all this, great dialogue about relationships, that you got these two very dangerous people talking about male-female relationships, how they work and how they don't work, and what this guy who's supposed to be so smart and so perfect does not know about how to make his life work. And me, the most dangerous person in the world, having this super soft spot and having all this knowledge about why men love women and why women love men and what you can do wrong or right to make that happen in the midst of all these, giant set pieces with bullets flying. And the dialogue's very funny.
Yeah, I actually thought it was so clever and unique because it's an action film, it's a romantic film, but I think the romance, it's really gonna work for men because it's crazy. It's about relationships, and the relationship between these two men, it's actually super interesting. They are so different from each other, and they hate each other, and they complement each other in a fantastic way. It's also about our relationship, and I think it's a kind of romance that men of all ages are going to love to watch and hear about and see the madness of it. And also women of all ages are gonna love to watch. So I thought it was really clever. The dialogue is great, the characters are amazing.
Do you see a sequel in the works?
I do. I'm gonna be bald. Because when I watched it, I was disappointed when it was over because I wanted to see more of them. That's it. And everybody that's comments out there, they try to see if there's scenes that we did that are not out, they're not there, so they can know more about the relationship. And everybody talks about the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to see them together.
Yeah.